ear hustling. The hustle and bustle of the ear hustle was simply intrigue, seeing community, seeing growth, seeing family, seeing power. But I was getting to the end of my hour and I was going to have to leave. So if he was going to do something, he needed to do it immediately because I had somewhere to go. Don't you know we women have to keep it moving and there's nothing here to prove. And I, too, build lives. But not about I. It was something about his energy. And I knew that we could create a synergy of exchange to build. And no game, I just wanted to know his name. I was honored to be in his presence. I was honored to see him. In essence, it was immaculate.
Can we talk for a minute? I already know your name, and you know mine, and the pleasure is more than just exclusive. It is mutual, and it's for something bigger than just you and me. BC, as we talk about community, what are those moving parts that move us up those higher levels, those higher charts? You need the presence of a man, you need the presence of a woman, you need the presence of a child, but you need something bigger than just your title or your name. Because when it comes to equipping and empowering, motivating, encouraging, names are fine. Because that starts the conversation, but you need fuel for the fire to keep it going. So you need that grounding. You need to be walking in his image, or hers. Something sprinkled with a little bit of the angelic. Thinking creatively and not holding back someone's gifts, times, and talents, because as you let them grow, you are growing too. As they're planting seeds, you can plant those too. Nature, nurture, or as some people say, for the culture. For something bigger than just you, me, we, us, them, y'all. Do you hear what I say? Because this is unscripted. This ain't no play. In allowing people to connect with what is truly inside for reasons genuine and sincere. You never know where you might be. When they say doors are opened, yes, we know it is from the above, but it is because of the above and the divine putting people in your space and place. And sometimes the way that package is delivered, that message is brought about, it's not always like the mixer, hi, my name is so-and-so. Sometimes it can be through commotion and motion or bustle. And I, for one, am darn sure pleased that I was the recipient of that ear hustle.
Selah. It's not often that a man reverences a woman in that regard. And when he pulled his card, I understood in that moment there was a union to be made. There were dragons to be slayed because in our community, we are taught to behave. We're taught to be slaves. We're taught to be things that get in our way. The ear hustle. What I heard was mountains roaring like the sea. What I heard was the enemy saying, you can make it. What I heard was my son having hope for the future. What I heard was our lives being changed. A simple exchange of hello. That's community. When you look at me and you acknowledge me as a human, that's community. When I see you and I see a man taking a stand to change a life any way he He can. That's community. So it's time for us to dig in. It starts with the hello. Selah.
I love now. D, are you still there? I really liked how they collaborated on this piece, and his CD is called. The album is called. Yeah, I love that whole storytelling. At first, I thought I had pulled up the wrong thing, but he was doing the introduction, explaining, and then they both came in talking about. I like that. I don't have anything like that. Like that right there, that's next level. So her name, it says introducing Christine. Andrew Snowden presents Arthur's mixtape collab. So that one is called Ear Hustling. Now, he has a shorter one. I actually have about 4. But we probably won't get time to hear those. The other ones tonight, I'm going to play a shorter one. And yeah, I really did like that. So this one is Yes Sir. Oh, why am I pulling it up over here? Hold on, y'all. So this one is Yes Sir.
Y'all, we're back at it again. Remember last time how we discovered the Nosa tribe, after taking our travels to Wakanda and Zamunda? Well, we've discovered another tribe, and they thorough. So get ready to hear from the Yesser tribe.
Can alumni for HBCU give back funds as big as PWIs?
Yes, sir. When you think the average alum where I went gives $300 a year, $25 a month, I know HBCU alumni can come up with 10, 15, 20 bones a month. That's doable.
Can African Americans unify for a greater cause?
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Yes, sir. Of course it is. I mean, come on. Everyone coming together for one common cause. It might take a little bit of time, but it can happen.
Did you really graduate from Wake Forest University?
Yes, sir. I sure did graduate from Wake Forest University. Yeah, I got my paper. Let's see. What have I done? I mean, former Association Wake Forest University Black Alumni President, on the board of the D School Alumni Council, Greek Alumni Advisory Board, Deacon Club, and Alumni and Admissions. So, yeah, yes, sir.
Would you like for racism to end in our lifetime?
Yes, sir. I'd love for it. I know my ancestors did, and I know those ahead of us did, so why not try to make it happen as best as possible? Yes, sir.
Did you wash your hands and wear your mask today?
Did I? Yes, sir. Did I wash my hands? Is water wet? Is it cold at the North Pole? That's right. Yes, sir. Come on. We in a pandemic. You got to wear your mask when you go out and about. You got to wash your hands. You got to wash your body, too. So, yes, sir.
Did blowing into a Nintendo cartridge really work?
Yes, sir. Whenever you did that, think about it. It just gave you like that superpower, that super strength. When you went ahead and did that, on the cartridge, it was over. It was a wrap. Game over.
Do you miss Bernie Mac making you laugh?
Yes, sir. Man, Bernie Mac just created genius. That's all I gotta say. Genius. The show, everything. Yeah. Miss Bernie Mac. Yes, sir.
Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
Yes, sir, because it's not an animal. I mean, vegetarians don't eat meat. Animal crackers aren't meat. They cookies, man. They good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you planning to get a haircut soon?
Yes, sir. Now, letting the crown get a little bit bigger, but once every 2 weeks, gotta get it right, get it tight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you really going to vote? And if you do vote, are you voting for 45?
Well, no, sir.
Wait. So, okay. So it was like it was an interview. I got to go back and see who it was. Hold on one second. I need to go backwards. but it was an interview. So, and his response was supposed to be yes, sir, to everything. And you see the last part, it was like, well, mom, I'm gonna have to listen to this whole CD. Cause now that was, and did you hear the person in the background? They was telling him, it was like they was trying to help him with the questions. And he said, ask her about Bernie Mac. Did you hear that? That was funny. Now that was funny. Okay, so it was yes, sir.
Y'all, we're back.
Andrew Snorton and Third Level EMG. So that's who that was. So we will actually next time listen to some more of those. I got a way I can pull this down. Okay, so now I'm gonna we got about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna bring up Dr. Carey Brackett. He was in here earlier, but I think he had to leave. I'm not quite sure. But I have 2 pieces from him. And he's a local artist as well. He's in the Birmingham area. This one is called, he actually only sent me one, but I went on his YouTube and I found another one. But this is called Just Wrote This Black Man Fatigue. So let's get into it.
They say he stepped down. Not fired, not folded. He steps down. And the headlines called it strategy, professional and clean. But every black man heard what was not said. Because sometimes stepping down is not quitting. It's survival. See, he never had a losing season. Not one. But every year they still asked if he was the right fit, still questioned his control, still called his leadership emotional instead of passionate. Funny how winning does not cancel suspicion when your skin already carries it. This is black man fatigue. Not sleepy tired, historic tired. The kind of tired that lives in your posture, in the way you rehearse answers before questions are asked. Tired of being excellent and still on probation. Tired of leading rooms that do not trust your voice unless it echoes theirs. We coach, teach, manage, build, while translating ourselves sentence by sentence so nobody feels threatened by our confidence. We smile through disrespect and call it professionalism. Swallow rage and label it maturity, because one mistake for them is a learning moment. But one mistake for us is a confirmation. So when a black man steps down, don't ask what could he handle. Ask how long did he carry it before he chose peace. Because the wait is not the job. It's the watching, the second guessing, the silence after success where praise should live. Black men are tired of being symbols, tired of being first, onlys, exceptions that prove rules we did not write. Tired of strength being the only emotion we're allowed without consequences. And if you feel that heaviness in your chest right now, that's not weakness. That's generations clocking in through you. So when he steps down, I don't see retreat. I see black man choosing himself in a world that profits from us choosing otherwise, because sometimes the bravest move ain't staying on the field, it's leaving with your name intact, your health, breathing, and your spirit still yours. And if nobody told you this, you're allowed to sit down.
Oh, now I like that.
The sounds of
it was called Fatigue. That's the name of it. I saw the name on the thing. So that's Dr. Carey Brackett, and the title of that one was Fatigue. I like that. That was good. Okay, so this is the next one. Homage to Black Voices.
Some of the greatest vines are as soft as the drop of a flower. The sounds of some of the greatest vines are as soft as the drop of a flower petal. I remember them vividly. Malcolm X, Langston Hughes, W.B. Du Bois, Paul Laurence Dunbar, and other black intellectuals of our beloved history, taking me to a level of consciousness that I wasn't aware of. Sometimes even at those harder times where I was barely surviving as a black guy, I reside my mind during the wee hours of the night just for Frederick Douglass to tell me how he'd survive, or when Richard Wright taught the ethics of living through Jim Crow. I studied Owen Dotson's prose and analyzed Clark McKay's pen strokes also that I can consume my red pill to find how deep the rabbit hole goes. It's a Morpheus mindset, unplugging the masses from trained psychology while uplifting them consciously. So when I speak, my tongue rolls with the linguistics of Garvey and King. I write with the ink of Whitson, retraining my mind after 12 years of being miseducated. Yet I'm dedicated with my articulation while practicing virtues of hard work, faith, and patience.
I want to write a poem.
Sorry, we only got a snippet of it. But as you can see, he's deep. I got to find the whole thing. I didn't realize that was only a minute of it. I'm going to have to ask him where the whole thing is. That was good. Okay, so we're going to move forward. Again, that was Dr. Carrie Brackett. First one was Fatigue, and the second was a snippet from Homage to Black Voices. Now, this next one is from Rudy Francisco. It is a referral from D. I want to write love poem so sweet that the ink on the paper. Okay, let's go.
I want to write a poem, but I wanted to say what you're thinking. I want to patch up the holes when your boat starts sinking. I want to write that one-of-a-kind poem, that free your mind poem, that I like how you made that rhyme poem, that I like that...
I need the rest of... I didn't even know you were still in here. I need the rest of that from Homage... What's the name of it? Homage to Black Voices. I need the rest of that. Okay.
A poem, but I wanted to say what you're thinking. I want to patch up the holes when your boat starts sinking. I want to write that one-of-a-kind poem, that free your mind poem, that I like how you made that rhyme poem, that I like that last line poem, that can I hear that one more time, that is, if you don't mind. Poem. I want to write that she's kind of fine poem, that I wish she was mine poem, that I want to ask her out, but I'm on my last dime poem, that what should I do, please God, give me a sign poem. I want to write that so heartfelt, I think I know him poem, that this is so amazing, I gotta go find all my friends so I can show them poem. I want to write about everything that I've ever wanted to be. I want to write a poem so beautiful that my parents might actually start to agree. I want to write about you, about me, about us, about everything from cars and trains to riding the bus, betrayal and trust, mistakes and heartaches. I want to talk about when I first learned to drive and I was so scared to let my foot off of the brakes. I want to talk about battles, about wars, about victories and losses, about ethnic cleansing, genocide, and lawns penetrated by burning crosses and burnt down churches. I want to write 2 poems for everyone who's ever been told they were worthless. All my metaphors and similes to part oceans, rivers, and seas. I want to write love poems so sweet that the ink on the paper attracts honeybees. I want to speak the unspoken. I want to fix everything in a world that's broken. I want to be the one that performs the Heimlich maneuver as soon as our society starts choking. I want my words of inspiration to inspire somebody else to be inspirational. I want the motivation in my voice to motivate somebody else to be motivational. I want my phrases to be published, documented, and quoted. I want people to recite my work 10 years from now and have critics say, that was cool, but it wasn't nearly as good as he first wrote it. You see, I want husbands to thank my poems for the heart that they stole. And I know this is just some shameless attempt to immortalize my soul, but honestly, I don't want to be forgotten. Yeah, I don't need fortune. I really don't need fame. I just want people to know what I stood for and why I came. I refuse to die a mere occupant of the earth, a John Doe, another faceless man out there with no name. I refuse to be just another man. I want to walk for centuries and leave my footprints in the sand for the world to see. And I want to be cremated into ashes of rhymes and poetry. I'm just feeling like one day they're going to love me. See, I don't share my emotions too often, but poetry will allow me to die with my heart on my sleeve.
Oh, wow.
They never saw me coming, but I'll make sure they grieve when I leave. Thank you.
Oh, D, that was good. That was so sweet. That was sweet. Yeah, that was sweet. Okay, let me see what we got left. Okay, so how many minutes we got left? Now, I think what I'm going to do is, well, let's see. This one from Erica. I have one from Erica Badu. I really like this one, so.
Roger Bonnet, Agar. Our next poet is a close friend of mine, fantastic artist. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up from Dallas, Texas, Erykah Badu.
Friends, fans, artists must meet. Which one are you? Which one is me? Friends, fans, and artists must meet. Which one are you? Which one are me? Say that. God, please, oh please, let her breathe my way. If she sing my song today, I can be okay. Say I understand the message in the song she write. I was really happy for her when she won tonight. She a rebel for the struggle, fighting just like me. I know she down to sing at the cookout free. I was kind of disappointed with the song she wrote. Went to her website, wrote a long ass note. She'd have made $1 million, but she down to earth. She be rocking Chuck Taylors in a thrift store purse. Signing autographs to the park was dark. I know it's kind of hard when they love your art. In the magazine, they be twisting up the facts. But her response was fat. I like how she come back. She be singing for the world, sharing all the pain. When she fell up in the game, she changed. Fans, friends, and artists must meet. Which one are you? Which one are me? Folk in the face like she ain't the same. Still the same bitch, she just changed her name. She don't really like to hang around with us no more. Wasn't nothing like that back in 94. She be falling in the spot with a fat ass grin. Now she roll a bin, she don't need no friend. She only really made it cause her skin is light. Don't nobody really understand that shit she write. She done made $1 million, she can give her a song. She be having fun, shit, we wanna have fun. Seen her early in the morning looking bad as hell. Gonna be looking really funny when the shit don't sell. Airport, about to miss a flight. 4 carry-ons talking about pack light. Ooh, please, oh please, get a queen of tea. Only come to the show cause I get in free. Friends, fans, and artists must meet. Which one are you? Which one are me? Fans, friends, and artists must meet. Which one are you? Folk in my face, I'm a superstar. Niggas hang around cause of who I are. Get a lot of love cause of what I got. Say they happy for me, but they really not. Sell a lot of records and I roll a Benz. Fall up in the spot, now I'm losing friends. All I wanna do is give the world my heart. Record label try to make me compromise my art. Make $1 million, make $1 million more. Tax time come around, still a nigga po. I wanna say wait, but I'm scared to ask. My world starts spinning and it's moving fast. Try to stay sane, it's the price of fame. Spending my life trying to numb the pain. I shake that load off and sing my song. Liberate the minds, and I go on home.
That was so true. That was that was so true. So that's Erykah Badu. Let's see. The next one is Lauryn Hill.
Our next guest is someone that doesn't really need any introduction.
And then I think I'm
someone that is very close to my heart on a musical level, cultural level, spiritual level. And it's just an honor and privilege to have them here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lauryn Hill.
Motives and thoughts. Rotating bodies, confusion of sound, negative imagery holding us down, social delusion, clearly constructed, human condition, morals corrupted, trapped in reaction, lawlessness, war, dissatisfaction from bowels to core, devil's technology, strategy 4, human mythologies, urban folklore, sicker psychology, counterfeit cure, wicked theology robbing the poor, scheme demonology, mislead the pure, stricken strategically studying war. Light shown in darkness, image exposed. Few can see through the new emperor's clothes. Lustful, this hustle turns humans to hoes. When the blind lead the blind, just more trouble and woes. It's the mind that they chose, it's designed to stay closed. Standards of jokers, court just the logic. Cyclic and cosmic from schoolyard to college. Primitive man in his civilized knowledge. System collapse and he still won't acknowledge. God is the savior, studies behavior, trying to fix the mixed mind that he gave you. Stiff-necked scholars on prescription meds, wishing their problems was all in their heads. Moral dilemma, pride at the root, misguided from youth, heart divided from truth. Egyptians and Grecians, spiritually dead, empirically led by the good gods in their heads. Motives and thoughts, industrial wealth, global economy in it for self. heart full of madness, covered with kind, pleasure designed to take over your mind, furnished in godliness, painted in good. This tainted priesthood's got real saints misunderstood, while classes in government set up the veil and cultivate minds for more mythical tales. Typical Hollywood, follies, good girl, while vice and corruption take over the world. Motives and thoughts. Check your motives and thoughts. Blind with the wickedness deep in your heart. Modern day wickedness is all you've been taught. Lie to your neighbors so you get ahead. Modern day trickery is all you've been fed. Motives and thoughts. Check your motives and thoughts. Thank you.
Okay. Now that was Lauryn Hill, Motives and Thoughts. That was deep. Okay, the last track I'm going to play was poem is, I'm going to close out with Lost. Why I put my real last name in there? I neglected to say, because we got 5 minutes. This space is called the Poets List. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will be live 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're not following me, please follow. I will follow back. If you are a poet or you have a favorite poetry piece, send it to me and we will add it to the list. After the live is complete, soon, I'm not gonna say tonight, it will, the replay will be posted on my YouTube channel, which is The Vault, Nichole Shirell The Vault. So it'll have the playbacks from here and some podcasts on there as well, so you can check that out. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Please share this information to other poets. We welcome everybody. Come on into this space. Let's share, let's review, let's have fun, let's relax. Safe space. We are growing. If your work is not registered, we encourage you to register your pieces. Copyright. You can also publish and have them, produced and streamed and all that good stuff. So if you may have a question, reach out and let's talk about it. Okay, so this last poem is called Lost, and the beat is by my brother C100, and that'll be the end. In a world where opinions matter, I find myself struggling for air or even a sentence that cares. After spending so much time shouting for those rights were wrong, or is that wrong was right, I find myself struggling without a mantra to fight. I thought as long as I had something to say, my voice carried, held weight, and would never leave, never stray. Minutes pass, days don't last, filled with memories fade. Trapped in this void, last tired alone, but definitely not alone. Destiny escapes, threatened by eternal mistakes. So close, but so far away. I find myself thinking, don't give up. Truth is, I never stopped believing. I just became tired of those thieving. Only care about myself, missing the point, or maybe that is the point. It's not that. Tired of keeping this under a hat. Lost in thought, silent planning, regaining momentum, sticking to the commitment. Poem, Nichole Shirell. All right, so that is Lost. Lost is streaming on all streaming platforms. It is included in Distinguished Voice 2.0 EP. And with that, I think that's it. Did anybody have anything else they would like to hear? We only got 1 minute, but I think we had some really good pieces tonight. I'm very pleased in how this is going. I'm really loving this space. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, good ones. Yeah, so don't forget. Thank you. Don't forget, continue to send, continue to let people know that we're here. So invite so that we can build the space. But I really love how this is building out. So thank y'all for coming. Dr. Brackett, don't forget, I need some more pieces from you. I actually want that whole poem, but I know you have more. So really want to include those in the next one. The next time we will meet is Tuesday. All right, everybody. Well, good night. Have a good night. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much.